Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to do a follow-up message. This is Angie Stone reading number 8, part 8. I have a few questions that I want to look into. So if you find that this resonates or if you have anything to add, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I want to start off with why the truck driver is silent. Now, I'm not sure how true this is. Now, this message is obviously for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything that is said here today is alleged. I'm hearing that the truck driver who was involved in Angie Stone's accident is silent. I've heard quite a few things. I've heard about the crash report where they're saying that apparently the crash report indicates that there were no fatalities at the scene of the accident. Kind of questionable because I still have not been able to find this crash report. You would think that that would be all over the news or on some sort of article. I have not been able to find anything to validate that. So I'm waiting to look into that on another message. So I want to know, why is the truck driver that was involved, why is he silent? Then I also want to know, Angie Stone had 2 separate funerals. From what I understand, D'Angelo did not show up to either of them. Not to either of them. Now, we've done messages and it revealed that D'Angelo may be looking to piggyback his career off of Angie's death, right? That she might have been a large part of a sacrifice needed in order for his career to thrive when he breaks through and makes his presence known again after 10 years this year, 2025. Okay, he's coming through. He's going to start doing a tour. I believe they said with, what's the name of that group? If you know who it is, leave a link below. Something, The Roots. I forgot the name of that group. Let's jump right in, y'all. So first we're going to start off with, why is the truck driver silent? Now, I know that they said that NDAs were signed. We did do a reading about that. Check out part 7. Angie had a lot to say yesterday in the channel message, y'all. If you did not hear, go and check out the channel message. She's livid. Very, very disappointed with her family. So there were NDAs apparently signed by those people who would have been in the van with her. Got a lot of information in regards to why those NDAs were signed. So I don't know if the truck driver also received the NDA. But let's just see, why is the truck driver not speaking out? So this says you are protected. Wow. Bottom of the deck says avoid jail time. So he's definitely trying to protect himself in his silence, y'all. He does not want to go to jail. But if this in fact was an accident, because consider they're saying that the van was already flipped over before it was hit by the semi. So in any situation, if a van is flipped over in the middle of a highway, which I don't think it was right there in the center, it looks like it was in the grass. But if it was in the middle of the highway, and let's just say it was an accident, he would likely get away with that because it's a van flipped over. So sometimes there's certain things that you just can't avoid, right? But his silence is coming through because he's trying to protect himself from going to jail. So let's just see. Maybe he's been advised by an attorney to not speak openly about the situation. But let me just see. Why is the truck driver silent? What has prompted his silence? So I have karmic debt returned. And then I have, I was all a part of the plan. He's afraid of karma returning to him because it says I was all a part of the plan. Open confession in these spiritual streets. Now, I did pull some cards on a truck driver and his position in part 7. I don't know, did I? I know I pulled cards on the European woman that showed up and made the social media post about how she was there. I don't know that I got that deep with the truck driver, so we're doing it now. This says I was all a part of the plan. And he's silent because he's trying to protect himself to avoid jail time. And he's afraid of karma coming back to him. Things you do come back to you. Okay? What goes up must come down. That's Angie. She spoke it. So the card that fell says they knew all along. What did they know all along? What? The truck driver knew all along. He was very well aware of the entire plan. Because that's what it says. I was all a part of the plan. What did they know? So I have the card of protect. Two cards that's speaking about protection. Okay? He's trying to protect himself at all costs. He knew the entire thing. He was a part of the plan. He's definitely trying to avoid jail time because he's afraid that this karma is about to come and smack him dead in his ass. Look at this. It says paid to watch you. I told you. Paid to watch you. Who paid him? Who paid this truck driver to watch Angie, to watch this whole scene play out and to come in at the perfect timing, right? To ensure that she would be the only fatality. Who planned it? Oh, this Queen of Swords with the Nine of Swords. It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But he was given money from this Queen of Swords. And this was very stressful. He was stressed out the night before. He's been stressed out ever since. Looks like he might even be sick. Paid to watch you. Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords. Two of Pentacles. He was struggling financially. See, things were slow. Knight of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles plus the Knight of Pentacles is the Three of Pentacles. That's collaboration, okay? Came together to work with this Queen of Swords who paid him. Why is this Nine of Swords here? What is this stressful anxiety all about? Nine of Swords is clarified by the King of Pentacles in a reverse. Too many Pentacles are coming out. Paid to watch you is clarified by the Queen of Swords. Who paid him? He was given direct instructions by this Queen of Swords. She was even watching him. Oh, I wish I knew the birth date of the European woman that showed up at the scene. Because I could see what's her zodiac sign. Because I feel like she was given directive to make sure that he followed through with the plan. She could have also been paid to watch the truck driver to make sure that he carried out the plan. King of Pentacles in a reverse is a money-hungry individual. That's all he thinks about. Greed, okay? He has a lot of addictions, okay? He likely has gambling issues, addictions to just different things. It's all about feeding his lower nature, okay? He's not grounded at all. Root chakra is completely off balance. So he was paid. Look at that. Eight of Swords. He was paid. God, dog, look at this, y'all. This woman is being walked into her fate, right? This would be Angie's energy. This is someone who's cloaked right here. You don't see this person, okay? They're the unknown. And they had this woman tied up, blindfolded, walking her towards her fate. Paid to watch you. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, he was definitely paid. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in a reverse, Ace of Pentacles. So now, let me see. I want to clarify this card. I was all a part of the plan. What is this all about? I was all a part of the plan. Temperance in the reverse, and the Lovers is also in the reverse. This Lovers came out before. That's why I was wondering, was he directly connected to the European woman that showed up on the scene, right? Because that Lovers kept coming out. Look at that. Right now, I'm shuffling the deck, and the couple is down here at the bottom. This came out before, too. Making some sort of pact or agreement. It's almost like I'm really wondering, are they connected? Are they connected on a romantic level? Well, they made this agreement with each other, you know, with obviously other people. There's a lot of people involved, a lot of players here. I'm going to use this other deck to clarify. I'm going back to paid to watch you. Paid to watch you. So this says God. And this is not the Most High. God and the Most High are not synonymous, not the same thing. Somebody, because there's a person standing right here. Right there. You can't really see them. Somebody who places themselves in a high position, right? High ranking in the underworld. They call themselves a god. They have a lot of so-called power, wealth, authority. Paid the truck driver to watch Angie, to watch the whole scene play out so that he would know when to make his move. It's a possibility that he could have also been following them for a good portion of their trip, right? Truck drivers are used to long journeys. So he could have been following them for a good portion of the trip so that by the time the van flipped, which they're still saying that that's unknown, right? There's no evidence, there's no reason why the van was flipped. Now, why is that unknown information? That's what I want to know. We have 9 people total that was in the van, 8 of which have survived, right? I'm assuming that many of them are verbal. They're consciously aware of what's going on. Out of 8 people that survived, nobody can give a thorough report as to why the van was flipped over. Why is it a mystery? That is not something that you investigate. That's something that is told directly verbatim from the people that would have been right there in the van. So it just shows you how much they're trying to cover these things up. And it's so messy. It's so sloppy. It's so sloppy. In the age of Aquarius, you get away with nothing. All of these witnesses that was present in the van and not one person to give a thorough report as to why it was flipped before it was hit by the semi. So you got these reporters creating articles for the world to read. The van was flipped for unknown reasons. Unknown? Since when? This person that calls themselves a god in a position of power and authority paid the truck driver to watch Angie. I have the card of work. Okay? Work. So he will come off as if he was just working, just an innocent bypasser, you know, on the job, carrying his load, getting ready to deliver his load, right? He was just at work. Okay. Look, I told you spouse or partner and love is coming out. I told you there's some sort of connection here. Okay? There's a connection. A spouse, partner, or love. This truck driver is romantically connected to someone else who is also connected to this accident. I want to know, what is his direct connection to the European woman who claimed that she was at the scene of the accident and helped a woman out of the van, which is supposed to be Angie Stone? What is his direct connection to her behind the scenes? Because I'm getting too many things. We got the lovers coming out, okay? We saw couple before I even got a chance to start shuffling. Now we see spouse or partner and love. What is the truck driver's connection to the European woman that created the video and said that she was present at the scene of the accident? What is his connection to her? The 9 of Wands. I feel like there's a whole lot, there's some sort of strife between the two of them. What is his connection to her? The Emperor. Okay. They could be married, y'all. This Emperor has a lamb on his back. Is that not a sacrificial animal, right? There's a lamb on his back. What is his position to her? Look at that. 2 people talking. This is the 10 of Wands. It's heavy. It's burdensome. What is his connection to her? The Knight of Cups. There's a romantic connection between him and the woman who showed up on the scene. Judgment. Look at that. People in coffins here. Judgment. And the Knight of, the King of Wands. Yeah. There's too many wands. There's some sort of intimate connection between him and the woman who showed up on the scene. Okay. The Chariot. I'm really feeling, yeah, this is him getting into the truck, getting ready to carry out his mission after consulting and having conversations behind the scenes. It was very burdensome, very heavy for this person to consider doing this, but they was all about the money. The money was more appealing to them than character, integrity, righteousness. The money was far more appealing to this being, this guy, this truck driver. He seems to be romantically connected in some way to the woman who showed up with that thing. I don't even like calling her a woman, but the European woman who showed up on the scene. The King of Swords. So there's a few different players here, because this Emperor feels like somebody who's the boss. This is the boss right here who executed the orders, okay? In the other deck, you would notice that the Emperor is standing, it's a checkered floor, black and white checkered floor. That is the person who called the shots here. The truck driver was given directives by this person who is in a position of authority, right? Potentially somebody connected directly to UMG, because we see that their hands are all over this. Fingerprints, everything. Let me clarify the Emperor with this deck. The Emperor is clarified with the Five of Cups. And this is the Four of Swords. You see that? This is an outright attack. Five of Cups is grief. Four of Swords is literally putting someone to rest. There's a lot of players here, though. Lots of players, some that you don't even see, right? Off in the shadows. But there's multiple people here. He was given the directive to oversee. This will be Angie's energy, to make sure that she was put to rest. So he had to come and also be a confirmation there was someone watching him, and the person that was watching him was being watched by someone else. All of them. It was multiple people surrounding this accident or this murder. Three of Swords. There's too many swords coming out. Three of Swords, Four of Swords. He was given directive and he received the order, King of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords out too. So that's why I'm saying direct communication between him and the woman. How does the truck driver know the European woman that showed up on the scene? I have the Ace of Cups. Okay. This is his energy back here. This is her energy right here. She comes over and acts like she wants to help, right? Acts like she has good intentions while he stands back in the background waiting to strike, waiting for his move. Yep, there's the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. You see how the sword is broken, so the job is done. Okay? The job is done. He looks very angry. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Hangman. That's sacrifice. So he was given the orders to sacrifice Angie. They all had different people that was watching them. Someone watching him, someone watching her, someone watching the people that was watching them. It's like everything was lined up. So if one person doesn't execute the order, then they could potentially get taken out, right? Everybody had to follow suit with their position. The Hangman is all about sacrifice here. So I want to know what's the current energy of the truck driver. What is he up to? Because I even heard, I don't know how official this information is, but I heard that he might have quit his job and disappeared. So the current energy of the truck driver. And I also want to know, what are these people anticipating to happen in their future? Everyone who was involved that knows what happened and played their role in taking Angie's life. But let's just see. What's the current energy of the truck driver that was involved in Angie Stone's death? Because all he wanted was money. So now I'm sure he got his little money, right? Because if he's quitting his job, then apparently he's able to live off of something. What is the current energy of the truck driver? So, I have affluent, and then I have body double. Affluent, body double. This card flew way over there. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I have the party card. And this, whoever this is like, they look, he's high. Okay, this man gets high, he gets drunk for sure. So now he's feeling big. He's feeling like, okay, there's someone else out here who could take on his image. They might have someone to stand in his place. Maybe he's ran off. Okay, he's alive. He's alive. He's partying. Right now, he's happy. What are you happy about? What you so happy about? You too damn happy. Because he's a thief. Okay? He feels like he got away with something here. Yeah, I have male and then I have wedding. Oh, you thinking about getting married? You thinking about getting married? What the hell? Then I have accident. Okay? Yeah. So this male, he was promised a lot of things. He's partying. He's happy. He feels like he's living the life. Okay? He's living the life. Partying it up. Happy. Okay? Probably got him a new watch that he's showing off right now. Okay? Feeling good. Okay? Because apparently he has a body double. Somebody that can play his role while he runs rampant. Okay? Potentially even connecting on a deeper level in a relationship. I'm going to take, okay. Yep. Then I have work. He put in the work, spouse or lover is right there at the bottom of the deck yet again. I just shuffled these cards, y'all. Love is right behind that. Right behind that is perversion, boner zone. So he's out here getting it in, sleeping around, partying it up, probably using all types of drugs and substances. He thinks he's living a life. Okay. So no conscience. Let the highest form of righteous judgment be casted upon his head and everybody involved in the murder of Angie Stone. Let them receive judgment swiftly. Let them lose all of their wealth, their health, everything that they hold of value. Let it be taken from underneath them with swift judgment in spirit and in flesh. Okay? In spirit and in flesh. Let's just see. So I also wanted to see, I feel like I'm being called to look more into this European woman that showed up on the scene. I think I'm going to do that. The European woman that showed up on the scene. What did she do? Because if this crash report is indeed the truth, which I don't trust nothing that they're putting out there. Let's just be clear. Angie made that clear in a channeled message yesterday. It is false information. Okay? It is false information. Don't believe it. She wants the truth to be known. And that's why I'm doing these messages. Because as much as they're going to push falsehood, I'm going to bring forward energetic truth. So let's just see. Angie Stone and her encounter with the European woman that showed up on the scene. What did that look like? So I have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. This woman thought that she had the ability to bring judgment upon Angie's head. She thought that she held the power here. The Page of Swords. This woman had been watching watching this whole thing play out. The Queen of Cups in a reverse. She didn't have no good intentions here. What was her encounter with this European? Look at that. This is the Eight of Swords. This woman, like I told you, even in the other deck, the Eight of Swords that we saw was the person that was being walked into their fate here. So that would be the European woman here, taking Angie blindly into the unknown. Eight of Swords is being bound up. Let me see something. I want to clarify this Eight of Swords. So I have the Nine of Cups. Very egotistical. Page of Cups. Five of Cups. I got a lot of cups coming out. Lots of emotions coming with this Eight of Swords. It's almost like Angie's whole existence flashed before our eyes in this encounter with this European woman. She thought about her children. She thought about just different memories. It's a lot of energy that flashed before her eyes during this encounter here with this European woman. Whatever she did, death is in the reverse. Why is death in the reverse? The Ten of Pentacles. I don't like the way this looks, y'all. I don't like the way these cards look. Okay, being bound. And this one, someone walking you into this position. This European woman assisted her to her death, but the death card is in the reverse. Oh, okay. Because her encounter with the European woman did not bring her death immediately. Something else triggered her ultimate death, but it didn't happen with the initial encounter. I need to clarify Angie's encounter with this European woman. Justice for you. Oh, okay. She came in acting as if she wanted to bring justice for Angie. Initially, Angie fell for it, right? She thought that this woman was coming in to balance the scales for her, okay? But I think it didn't take her long. That card that fell says wealthy people involved. Let me get that. It didn't take her long to figure out that she was connected to some other wealthy people here. Death card in the reverse. Stalking and secret society. This European woman was stalking Angie. That was not her first time seeing Angie Stone. Because remember in the last message, part 7, it kept talking about surveillance, stalking. This is not this European woman's first time seeing Angie Stone. She was stalking her. Of course, the Secret Society card came out in the channeled message from Angie yesterday. Look at that. The card says paid to watch you. Paid to watch you. The European woman who made the video was paid to watch Angie. She had been watching her for a long time. She was also paid to make sure that everything played out the way it was supposed to in terms of Angie losing her life. She's definitely a part of this secret society here. The last 5 minutes of Angie's encounter with the European woman, because I don't know how long that encounter lasted. Let's just say the last 60 seconds of Angie's encounter with the European woman. What did that energy look like? The last 60 seconds. The King of Cups in a reverse. No love. This is the Ace of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. The Chariot is in the reverse. It's a lot of movement, a lot of action here. It's almost like she's waving someone down because her hand is up here. It's a lot of action, like over here, right here. The King of Cups in the reverse could be a masculine energy who was drunk. Because I did get this King of Cups in reverse before. I feel like that truck driver could have been drinking too. They knew what they was going to have to do, but they also needed some liquid courage to do it. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, hell no. You see how this woman is holding this baby, but she has a hammer in her hand? I feel like Angie was in a very vulnerable position like this baby when she was in the presence of this European woman. Angie was tired. She was worn. She was weary. She had been fighting already in the van. She was tired. She couldn't fight anymore. She tried, but she didn't have it in her. There's a hammer in the hand of this European woman. She has a hammer in her hand. This is the Hierophant in the reverse. Yeah, this woman looks like she's running. The Seven of Cups, a lot of confusion. She looks like she's running and like she's afraid. Last 60 seconds. Angie tried to escape. She tried. She tried her best. It's almost like the woman probably hit her and knocked her out so that she would fall right before the truck showed up. Okay? She needed to do something to her to make sure that she was in the right position. I don't know if this crash report is real. I don't feel like it is. Let me pull some cards real quick about this crash report. I'm going to have to do another message. I have to do some more research about that to see, is that crash report that claims that there was no fatalities when the truck, and if that's really true, then why did they have it all over the news saying that Angie Stone died at the scene of an accident? She died in a car crash, in a crash. Why would they say that if there was no fatalities? That's why I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, okay? They're messy. They're sloppy with their work. But you can't be dumb enough to be that damn sloppy to come out and say somebody died at the scene of an accident and then turn around and say there were no fatalities. No, ain't no way. So, what do I need to know about the crash report itself? The crash report. Secret societies destroyed. Man. The crash report. They are afraid. So these secrets, whoever was in a secret society, it's almost like the jig is up. It's something about the crash report that's going to be contradictory to what they've already put out there. I think they messed up big time. Somebody was too sloppy with this. Something is not turning out too well for them. Let me see. Tell me about the crash report. Karmics. This is speaking on elections. I don't know what that has to do with anything. This says they know you know. Karmics, they know you know. Oh, elections is all about what people, the voice of the people. Okay? That's what an election represents. It's the voice of the people. So I feel like the crash report, they're trying to find a way to maneuver this, but they can't. There's too many contradicting facts here. The world sees it. They know we know. They are so afraid right now. What they scared of? What you scared of? They got all these cards talking about they think they're protected. They think they're God and all this other stuff. What you scared for? Huh. Divine power. That's what they're afraid of. The other one says, watch them closely. Divine power and watch them closely is those of us who are out here standing firmly in our power, knowing that the Most High Mother and Father does not miss. Our spiritual team does not miss. They cannot miss. They see us. They know we're watching them closely. They know that we are looking at every single detail. And if one thing is off, they're getting called out on it. So they trying to weave this together, y'all, but they are terrified because they know that these little secret societies and these groups, these cults that comes together to sacrifice people thinking that they got all the power and they can get away with shit. Oh, now they got eyes everywhere. Not just the natural eyes, but the third eye is also open and watching them very, very closely. These beings are afraid of the divine power. Wow. Look at that. See, it says fight back in numbers. Card that fell is stolen inheritance. We are not playing games. They feel the energy that's coming from us. They feel it. They had a particular agenda to try to energy harvest, thinking that we would just, like we used to do when we was all sleeple and sheeple, just roaming about, passively existing. Whenever things will come out, it's like, dang, that's messed up. And then it's on to the next. No, we see beyond the natural. We feel beyond the natural. We think beyond the illusions. And they see that we ain't playing no games. The true investigators are on their ass. The truth is being spread like wildfire. We have been fighting back in numbers. And this is why I say it's bigger than Angie. It's unfortunate that it had to play out this way, but it's activating something in us. It's awakening us to a space where we recognize the devils. You see the devils for who they are, and you're no longer going to sit back and give these people that much authority. A handful of people versus millions. How? Where? They would never have that much power and authority again. This whole thing is getting cracked up, and Angie from behind the scenes is making sure that it happens. She's all up and through the energy. She is not playing. Stolen inheritance. We are fighting back in numbers. They are afraid of the divine power that comes from us through the Most High. And they know that we're watching them very closely. They know you know out there, y'all. They know you know. These secret societies are being destroyed. So these crash reports, they know that the evidence, whatever they're coming forward with, it ain't good enough. Co-worker involved. Major truths exposed publicly. Yeah. And you win. I'm telling you, something is getting ready to shift, y'all. Major truths are being exposed publicly through you, through me, through various people like us who are bringing forth the evidence and putting the pieces of the puzzle together. To hell with their news. To hell with their news. The real news is coming through the mouth of those who truly care, those who truly have integrity, those who do not have a vested interest in bringing forth falsehoods and illusions. Major truths are being exposed publicly. All right. The next message, because I'm not going to have enough time to do all of this, I want to look into why wasn't D'Angelo at the funeral. And if there's any other questions that come up, I would definitely be adding them in. If I'm able to gather any information concerning the actual crash report, the updated crash report, because I'm looking at things that's from a week or two ago, then I would definitely be bringing that forward as well. That's my message. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all next time.